welcome to video number 8, I think. All I know for sure is that there will be like a number on the video, and whatever video, yeah, this is video number 9, yeah. Video number 9, and we are continuing with the Cape Computer Science Unit 2 IA. We are currently on the home stretch. We've done all of the hard work, easy stuff from now on. So if you made it this far, oh, well done. You realize that it's a lot of mistakes that you make and a lot of things that you don't take for granted because they just basically think that you know how to code, and you probably can't remember how to code from last year. You don't even know what C is. You like C is a letter of the alphabet. So with that said, we going into the last part. As usual, I have the document up so I can show you where we're at. Right now, we just, in the last video, according to our functional and non-functional requirements, we put in the user interface. We made the user interface a little more intuitive. Put some clear screens, and we also put some lines to separate all the different things and whatnot. So, yeah, that's what we did. Everything else we completed, except for stable report, worded report, and clear report layout. We still have to do some user input validation, but I think we did that along the way. But there may be some places where we have to do some user input validation, where we put in new functions. But you just have to prove that there's user input validation. You don't have to do input validation for every single thing, just the most important things where validation is necessary. So let's go and deal with the reporting issue. Reporting is fairly simple. Stuff comes in from a text file, it goes through your computer, and then it comes out as a text file. When it comes out as a text file, it comes out as a report. So we have one report inside this program that we had from before, which was, what was the report by? Intensive care file, right? So the name of it was intensive care file, but it receives nothing, so I'm just going to change the name of this to reports. So this is going to be a place where we could choose whatever report we want to do, and all we're going to do is put the logic inside here to choose the reports that we want. But because I changed the name of the function, I have to go and change the name of the prototype too, because the prototype would still be named intensive care file. Because before it was just one file that was printing, but now I want to print out reports for all 3 of the situations that we have. And that's going to take us to our while loop, right? So we call the report. If the reports function is called, what do we want the reports function to do? We want the reports function to say, hi, please choose the report you want to print. So we'll tell them, okay, do we want to print out all patients? Do we want to print the critical patients? Do we want to print the... We have 3 cases for this. I think one is warded, one is critical, and one is let's just double check. We have stable, 1 is stable, 2 is warded, and 3 is critical. Okay, 1 is stable, 2 is warded, 3 is critical. Alright, all stable patients, all warded patients, and then printf all critical patients. Yeah. So please choose the report I want to print. All stable patients, all warded patients, all critical patients. Now, we could just do a bunch of ifs inside here to print out our set of stuff. But we won't do that. We will create separate functions for each one of them for stable patients, whatever. But it's really, really, really simple because we have it set up already. So I'm taking the old intensive care code, which is this opening up this file and printing it to a text file called intensive care. So I'm going to just cut that out. Underneath it, I'm going to create a new function, void intensive care. No, I'll call it print all stable Right, I'll call it critical report, right? How did I do the function? I use the, okay, yeah. Right. So we have reports. Hold on, let me just make sure that this thing's still recording. Yeah. Yeah, so I have all the reports, right, cool. And I'm going to put void critical report, and I'm going to put the same code I had inside here, and it's going to go to an intensive care file. And that's all. This will open our file, call it intensive care, print the information to it of everybody that is status 3. So that's critical report. Now for the warded report, I'm going to create a next function, void warded report, open. I'm putting the same thing inside here, just that I need to create a new file which is called warded.txt in write mode. And the status that I'm changing it to is 2. It's the exact same code. Exact same code. But all I want is to find people whose status is 2 and print it to that file. And we're just going to name this the warded patients already to print. And I'll print it. And then I'm going to do a next one called void stable report. Paste in the same code, just that in this case the text file is called stable.txt, and we put in 1 as the status, and then we put in stable patients. Boom. Stable patients file is ready to print, and that's it. So let's see if that makes sense. So reports press 1, very good. So we're going to say scanf %d, which is the number. So I'll just have to create a int choice and choice. Alright, scanf the choice, and then if choice is equal to 1, what do? We call the stable report. Yeah. If choice is equal to 2, call the warded report. If choice is equal to 3, we call the critical report, right? Yeah. Now we could put a while loop inside here to catch an error if we wanted to, but I'll just put I'll just do else ifs. Else if choice is equal to 2, else if choice is equal to 3, and then another spot else. What? I didn't ask you for that. Else. Replit, stop it. I don't want you to finish my code for me. Actually, I do. Else, printf, invalid choice. Right, if that invalid choice comes up, we'll just go back to the menu. Yeah. I may put that in a while loop if I want to create some error catching, if I didn't have it before. Alright, so let's see if we could knock off all the little errors that we had in that. Will there be any errors? Yes, there are errors, of course. 9270, 270. Oh, all of these have to be in brackets. If choice is equal to 1, choice is equal to 2, choice is equal to 3. Yeah. Conflicting types for critical report. Oh, didn't prototype them. So we have to prototype all of them. Void stable report. Void Critical report, no, awarded report. Void critical report. Alright, did we prototype all of them now? Are you going to fight me? Extraneous closing brace on line 278. Line 278. What did I do wrong? Oh, yeah, Replit does give you an extra curly bracket for some reason every time you do something. When you do that finish quoting is our problem. Conflicting types for void critical report. Line 280. Alright, let's see. There's some brackets issues here, so I'm just gonna check that out. Brackets. Void report. Oh, I need to call the function reports. Okay. If option is not equal to 0, G press report, delete patient, display patient information, intensive care file, reports. Alright, now let's go and deal with all our errors. All the kids working now. Welcome to the hospital week here. Alright, so now clear the console now. Console, clear history. Alright. So, welcome to the hospital week here. Please enter 4-digit passcode 1111. Oh. Yeah, sometimes it is stick, and I don't know why. 1111. Alright, good. We want to, well, number 5 is name printer list of critical patients C5, but really that's just for the reports. Alright, so let's go for 5. It should ask me, please choose a report to print, and I can choose 1, print all stable patients, and automatically a file will appear that says stable. Yeah, all stable patients will be inside there. Okay, good. I still have to fix that carriage return issue. It have an extra line coming up on the report, which I'm not too sure why, but it works. Alright, so you can see that the text file was created for the stable people. Same thing will happen for the warded because it's the same code. I just don't know why an extra line is being printed, and I think I know why, because it have an fprintf, and it prints out all this information and then puts a \n. So what I should do is take out the \n. Actually, you know, that's not really gonna bother anybody. Now, here's the problem with my reports. Look at the stable report. It just has name, Sheldon Cooper, Steve Jobs, Robertson Crusoe, right? According to my documentation, my report's supposed to look like this: ID, surname, first name, age, and status. So I'm going to have to lay out the information a little differently based on how I want the reports to come out. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the code and I'm going to print out before the loop. Printf ID \t surname, first name, age, and status. Surname, first name, age, and status, yeah. \t surname \t age and status, right? Now, these are going to tab each one of the reports and create, well, each one of the text files and put this at the start. The reason I'm putting this at the start is because I need to make my report more understandable. Right now, the report looks like this. This tells me absolutely nothing because I'm looking at the report and I'm just seeing Sheldon Cooper, Steve Jobs, Robert Crusoe. What does that mean to me? Nothing. What I need to do is get the report to look like this, where it's clearly laid out and aligned to the left. That is report design. That's the key part of this part of the IA. So let's sort out the report design now. Sorry to interrupt the video, but this is future me talking to you while you're watching this. And if you are struggling with a certain part of your eye, or you just need some way to check over your eye, we do personal one-on-one eye classes. So if you want your eye to get a check over, just to make sure you have all the requirements on the maps, makeITsimpleTT.com/register. Okay, cool. Back to the video. So we want to printf. We don't want to printf name. We want to printf their ID. So we gotta put %d for their ID, \t. Then we want to print out their first name and surname. So everything has to be separated by \t. So I want to print out pc.id. So I print out the ID, first name, surname. What's the next one? Age and status. Age and status are also integers. So that's %d and \t again. \t and then next %d. Okay. So I have ID, first name, surname, age and status. So now I just have to put these variables there, which I'm doing right now. Come on. Age. Come on. Stats. Okay. So now let's try to do the stable report and see how that works out. So running again, choosing 1111, Pernilla circle. I had to change the name of this function to reports, right? But print all the stable patients. 1. Okay, so now I'll go into the stable file. Oh, it printed out all the people who I didn't put a \n at the end, my bad. \n, right. Should now send it to the next line. But why did this printf not? Oh, I noticed how to print to the file is fprintf, my bad. Fprintf to the care file. Right, okay. Let's run it again, because I wasn't paying attention. 1111. 5 to print the people, and the first set of records I want to print is stable patients. Let's see what the stable file looks like. Nice! Stable file looking okay there, except for the tabs. They're not lining up because the people's information kind of messed up. Well, the name is kind of short. So I have to put 2 tabs between first name and surname. I can put ID. I'll put 2 tabs for everything. If I put 2 tabs for everything, that should get it to lay it out wide like this, because what I wanted to do is have a kind of wide view. So let's see, \t, 2 tabs each. There is a way to put exact spacing, and you could find out that way if you want. But the easiest way is to just tab it twice. Everything will just be spaced out. So I'm gonna write again and see. One. Let's see what it looks like now. Okay, so I put 2 tabs, but some of the names are a little too short. So we might have to do the exact spacing thing and see. Okay, so let's do the exact spacing. Exact spacing and see, format the spacing and see the printf function. You can, put %10s. Yeah, it'll do like a column size, okay. Alright, so let's try to do that. It will get a little weird, but I promise you, we'll figure it out. Yeah, alright, let's try it. So we put %10d, %10s. Alright, if you put a number between the percentage sign, that's supposed to give it like a column width. See what happens. What will it do? Alright, yeah. but it aligned it to the right. I wanted it to align to the left. Yep, victory. So now you can clearly see that the file is laid out neatly, exactly how my requirements required. Jeez. So just to recap, what we had to do in the code is you had to put in these, in your printfs you had to put \t and then -10s inside it. The minus sign is to align it to the left. The 10 is the amount of spaces for that particular word or column. And obviously for the age, I should have a really small column. But then I had to literally force the printf on top here to line up like that. And I guess this won't work for somebody who has a really, really, really long name. But yeah, everybody's name should fit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, everybody's name should fit. Do I have anybody that has a really long name? Robinson Crusoe is the longest person name. Have whatever your name is, Pearson. We'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm gonna take this same printf here, put that at the top of all of the other stable report functions, the update, the other functions. So right before the for loop, we return this. And when I do the prints, the fprintf, printing out all of this. So we're replacing that here. And we're also replacing that here. Right, so that will deal with that. I have to go in the menu now and change the name of the option to report. Menu. Print reports. All right, so let's see how we're looking now. So I'm going to run the code. Should have no issues. Sorry, let me clear the console so that y'all could see it clearly. On the console, 1111. I want to print reports. I press 5. It will ask me what reports do I want to print. I want to choose print all stable patients. Press 1. Stable patients should get printed. Cool. Still in the program. I want to print reports again. Go to 5. I want to print warded patients. Press 2. There should be a warded file created now. Open up that warded file. And we have the names of the people inside the warded file. Yes, that is correct. All the statuses are 2. Then print reports 5, print all the critical patients, which is 3. There should be a critical file created now. You see what happened there? This person name, whatever your name is now. Alright, so if you have a lot of names in your text file that are too big, yeah. So I'll just change his name to whatever here, because I don't have time to fight that down. Your name shouldn't be so long, right? So let's try the intensive care file again. 1111. 1111. Passcode correct, right? Reports 5, 3. Right, it should have intensive care. Why is this one not lining up? Oh, because the ID too short. Yeah. The ID should be 001. 034. Alright, so all the IDs have to have the same amount of numbers, or else we'll end up in a problem where the 1 is not going to print properly because I didn't set the size of the column for the 1. So you could go and set the size of the column for the 1, or you could just do like I did and just give everybody a 3-digit code. 5 print reports, 3 critical patients, intensive care. Nope, that means I have to set the size of the ID field too. Because this one, intensive care, coming out wrong because ID is for Pearson. Pearson's ID is a single digit. Alright, so let me see if I can fix that. Why am I trying to fix it? Because sometimes you have to do certain things right, or else it will hit you later on. And I don't want to lose a mark because I didn't print out the critical report properly. So I'll put -3 here. Let me see what I will do. 1 1 1 1 5 3. Please tell me I didn't mess it up. Okay, line it up now, yeah. Alright, so to deal with our single digits, which will end up happening because you will have a point, because you will have single digits, even if you put all 3 zeros, C is going to round it down to D, right? So we just put -3 in it so that we have space for 3 characters. Because basically what we're doing here, when we put the -3 in between the %D, what we're doing is we creating a column of 3 characters, I think. I know. No, I don't know. Programmers just Google things all the time. Because a lot of the times you think you remember something, but you don't remember it, and you just kind of go to a book or you check the code or something to see if you can do it or not. Alright, so those are all our reports. So I have an intensive care report with the people for intensive care. I have a warded report. That's the people who are there. And then I have what's the next report? Stable report. Yeah. So we have the 3 reports that we need: stable, intensive care, and warded. Where's warded? Warded. Right. And they all line up properly according to how I said that they should line up in this. Alright, that's the report design there. Now, all we have to do is check for error trapping, trapping for errors. So we'll trap for errors in the next video, which means we'll go through all the code, see where there are user inputs, and get the user input to be validated if they don't do it properly. Once we do that and we finish with report design, appropriate data structures, we have that already, no problem. Code achieves functionality. Right, this part here is what we're trying to do next video. Code achieves functionality, documentation within the code, error trapping, correct output, reporting, We're trying to do that. Code response to design, we just finished that. All that's no problem, and then we could get to the test plan. So right now, our job, next video, is to deal with the code achieves functionality part, which is deal with all the finer things, the error trapping and all those stuff, and then we should be good. And then we could finally take the code and copy it into the document, and then update the algorithm based on the code, and then start to take screenshots for the test plan. So, 2 more videos, and we finish with this IA. So I'll see you all in the next one. Remember, this whole PDF is inside the Learn It app. You could get the PDF and follow through along with it, along with the videos. makeITsimpleTT.com/learnit. Download the app, and you will get all the resources that you need there, and resources for other subjects too. So check that out, and I'll see you all in the next video. Wow, I didn't think recording time was gonna like kill me so much. I thought this video was gonna be like half an hour, but I suck, yeah.